Welcome to Coaching Uncut, a special series on the Unstoppable Woman podcast, where I take you behind the scenes and give you a peek into the private coaching I do with my clients. All of these coaching calls have been recorded with the permission from my clients who have generously allowed me to share these with you as a way of helping more people in this world. They give you access to master level coaching and the opportunity to learn the lessons that they're learning right along with them. Please keep in mind that these recordings are not studio productions and the audio quality may be less than ideal, but the content will take you far and help you become unstoppable. With that, listen in and learn. In this episode of Coaching Uncut, we're diving into the deep fears that people have around making mistakes that might alienate friends and clients. This fear and the associated double binds will hold you back from being visible, putting yourself out there, and making sales. It throws up a real limitation to growth and scale. After you listen to this episode, let me know if you recognize yourself in this and what dropped in for you. And with that, let's get started.
Okay, how can I help you?
So I'm putting into action things we discussed yesterday, but there's nothing yet that I need help with there. Taking the actions, filled out my accountability form yesterday. I'm in the midst of it right now for today because I took my 4-mile walk. I've also been keeping up my physical fitness. Very happy about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been doing like an hour-long walk every morning, which is awesome. Anyway, so, working on those things, for the 3 actions that I had for yesterday, I'd say I got them 85% done, but I feel good about that. Yes, I want 100%, but I'd rather have 85% than nothing, and I'm just continuing to build on that each day. In terms of, right here now, as I was waiting for the call, I started thinking about, people and reach outs and, I know we've been through many permutations of this, but it's still here. There's another variety of I have a couple people that I've already got, good relationships with. They've recently started new jobs. They're women in leadership positions. They're, plugging along, doing well, but they could be doing even better. And I would love to work with them. Where I keep getting myself stuck, at least in my head when I play it out, is I still feel hung up on this. Like I feel this like I'm trying too hard to get them to see that they need something. And I keep feeling like I'm just trying to, it's not that I think I'm trying to harm them in any way, because I think I could really help them, but I feel like I'm pushing.
Can you specify for me where that is happening so that I'm
in my head?
Okay. Well, there you go.
It's in my head.
Sorted.
Yeah. It's like, I'm talking about what stops me from even taking the action, because in my head, I started thinking, why don't I just reach out to this woman who's in my Facebook group, former colleague of mine, knows she loves me, meaning like she's appreciated my mentorship in the past when we worked together, blah, blah, blah. She recently started a new job. Like, why don't I just make her an offer? And then I start to play out in my head, okay, like what would that conversation look like? And I probably don't even get that far in the imagining when the imagining takes this negative turn where I start getting this sense that like, I feel like I'm, she knows damn well what I'm doing. She knows that I'm here. She hasn't said to me, hey, can you help me? She knows I have this business. So I feel uncomfortable making an offer to her because I feel like that's what creates this pushing sensation within me that I am not comfortable with.
Okay, great. So note where you felt inspired and note where you wanted to stop and go back into your little hidey hole.
Okay.
It's really important, okay? One, I want to give you accolades for articulating that whole process and seeing it clearly.
Yeah.
Now, you have to notice, I felt inspired. Let's call that a divine download, a spiritual tap on the shoulder.
Mm.
And then I went down this road and I didn't feel that way anymore.
Mhm. Mhm.
So you know that this happens regularly.
Totally.
It's not a unique experience.
No, it's my default. It's
right.
basically my default.
Yeah. So now you have to do it differently. So like cause and effect, let's not overcomplicate this.
Yeah.
If you have to do it differently, where do you have to do it differently? What's the juncture, the point where you actually need to not go into your pattern, but go in a different direction? Please identify that.
The moment that those negative,
Nope.
no.
Step before that.
This is where the foghorn
Okay, so let me repeat what I heard.
Yeah.
I might miss a few little details here and there.
Yeah,
but
fine.
You get a divine download, you're inspired, you think, perfect, let me talk to her. Then you start thinking, what do I say? And then you start going into a story.
Right.
And that story then derails you, causes you to stop.
Right. So where do I need to change it? I mean, what occurred to me as you were speaking is I probably need to change it before I start thinking. You know what I mean? Like about what
I do know what you mean. Okay. Now it seems a little odd, right? It seems like, well, isn't it a good idea to think things through? Like, isn't it worthy of some thought pattern? And again, this is where discernment comes in. It's not one size fits all. I'm not telling you never think. That would be asinine. Okay? Let me just repeat that. I'm not telling you never to think or never to be thoughtful about something. That would be asinine. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
But we have a pattern here that's hooking you into not taking the action that Spirit, Source, Infinite Intelligence, the one mind, has given you as this gift. And it's like, by going down this pattern, the same old road that looks appropriate, right? You wouldn't go down it if it didn't look appropriate.
Right.
You're giving the big middle finger to Spirit, God, Source, Infinite Intelligence. Okay? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So instead, oh, look, awareness, new level of awareness. This is my pattern. In this situation, I go forward and I pick up the phone, I send the text before I know what the I'm going to say. Okay?
Yeah.
And then if she says, oh, yeah, I'd love to talk, I can do that now. You're like, I'm picking up the phone. And you start trusting yourself.
And I'm not arguing with you. I'm just noticing, like, I'm like I really, it's like I don't trust myself. Like, I think I'm going to say something stupid or, like, all
and
this negative comes up.
Okay, so I love you, and you will.
I know.
Put
okay.
enough, like, don't put enough. Put down the throat, like, deep shame, all of that, okay?
I fucking hate it.
It will happen, without a doubt, okay? And the only way to the other side, to the place that you want to be, of self-trust and competency, effectiveness, efficiency, whatever you want to call that.
Right.
Efficiency might be an odd word to use there, but
well, whatever. I know what you're saying.
Is to experience it. Okay. You will not build self-trust in a vacuum. You will not build your capability to be agile, resilient, flexible in a conversation with someone until you do it a gazillion times, maybe 10, 20, okay?
Yeah.
And it up. You will it up. I have it up. I still it up, okay?
It's hard
not
to imagine, but
not nearly as much as I used to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's always a growth edge.
Right.
There's always something that I am growing into, and maybe it's not the same kind of conversations that you're having, but it's a showing up in this world, a visibility.
Right.
And if you're not growing, you're dying, you know that. So I'm always on my growth edge, okay?
Yeah.
Translation, I'm always making mistakes.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'm calling you forward into is to make those mistakes, not because you want to, not because you don't want excellence or to do a good job or anything like that, but so that you experience it and realize you don't die and that you don't have to have shame and guilt over it, so that you know in your body, in your experience, that you can do things, make mistakes, and learn from them.
Right.
Okay? Super important. Okay, so when are you calling?
Sorry, I just all of a sudden, I don't know where that emotion just came from. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
It was like that wave of, I can't even really explain it. It's like, when the fuck is this going to go away? Like this thing since I was so young about it's dangerous to make a mistake because I only have one chance, and I get your point. What you're saying is it goes away when you do it anyway, and you learn, even though the feeling baked in for whatever reason early on is that I would die, that it's really unsafe. And anyway, whatever.
100%. I just acknowledge it. It's true. Okay? Be gentle, be kind with yourself. Don't think you have to be someone who doesn't feel, okay? Don't think you have to be someone who doesn't have subconscious programming holding them back, right? You are. It's painful, okay?
Right.
And what I think is causing you the most pain right now is seeing it and not doing it, okay?
Yeah.
The knowing without the doing.
Right.
And I would to just reframe that for you a little bit, because you are doing, you just need to do it many more times.
Yeah.
Okay? And I will tell you, the shame, guilt, whatever it is, that feeling when you make a mistake didn't go away for me for a long time. But I had to keep going anyway. It does eventually go away. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Okay? I promise you that. But it doesn't go away the first time you do it, the second time, the third time, right? It took a long time.
Yeah. And the other thing that comes up is somehow I'm going to end up with, again, I realize as I say this how stupid it is, or not stupid, but how asinine it is. It's I'll alienate everyone and I'll end up with no friends, or everyone is going to say, oh, you only gave a shit about me because you were you were laying the foundation so that you could come make me a sale.
Is that true?
No, but that's what I think they're going to think, that's the only reason that I bothered. All these other times, caring for them, and that now, the truth is revealed and that it's just that I'm trying to build my stupid business and that I want to get paid. That's what I think.
So ask yourself, you need to bring truth here, okay?
Yeah.
Ask yourself, is that true? Do you only give a shit because you're trying to build your business?
No.
Okay. Could it be true that you give a shit because you care and, capital A, capital N, capital D, do you want to build your business? Like, why does it have to be either or? Okay? Why does caring mean I don't get paid? Why does caring mean I put myself last? Why does caring mean I don't want a thriving business? Why not care and build an incredible business?
Yeah.
Right? Like when you think about it that way, and this is why I talk in a stern voice with you right now, because it's not insensitivity to the place that you're in.
Yeah,
it's that you need to bring the truth to the story, because the story is spinning you out.
It is.
Yeah. Okay?
I'm not going to let it win. I am not going to let it win. I'm not.
I love it. Good.
That I know.
So now you have to, now it's like, put the intellectual, put the mindset piece to the side, okay?
Yeah.
Don't go down that rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
Instead, text, okay?
I will. And then when I get on the phone with her, do I like come right out and say, like, you need to be working with me?
You can. Hey, I was thinking about you this morning because you have this new job, and I think we should have a conversation about helping you succeed at the highest levels. Are you open to having that? What does that even mean? What are you talking about? Huh? Right? You can say whatever you want, okay? Really.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay?
It's amazing how that fully escapes me, and you say it, I'm sitting here typing furiously, and I'm like, God, that sounds so normal and natural.
You know why it feels normal and natural? Let me explain that.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I don't have a double bind about it.
Yeah.
Okay? You currently, we're changing this, okay? But you currently think it's wrong to ask people to work with you, to get paid for what you do. Okay? I don't.
Or people that I know who are like quote unquote friends from a past life. I feel like if it's a stranger, that's okay. If it's a stranger who somehow comes to me after.
Yeah. So this is like a real big double mind about money. You need to clean that up. Why would you not help your friends first?
I should be helping them for free.
Why?
Because they're my friends.
Why? Why for free? Why friends equals free?
I don't know.
Yeah. Think about that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
Like, that's just a rule that you made up at some point.
Yeah, laughing because I'm like, well, doesn't everyone have that rule?
Like, if you ran an auto repair shop and you had, let's say, 1,000 friends, could you stay in business if you did it all for free?
No.
Right? It's ridiculous. Okay? It doesn't work. Okay?
Okay. Yes. I'm texting her.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us for Coaching Uncut. If you loved what you learned today, please leave us a comment and let us know. We always love a thumbs up or a 5-star review, so thank you in advance for that. And if you want to take your life and your business to the next level and it's time to scale, please reach out to us and schedule a consult at theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. So that's theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. See you in the next episode. Rock it out and be unstoppable.